So what did we do last time? Last time we skipped a lot of steps, guy. You know? Look at all the steps I skipped. I skipped all that. All that was skipped. From this page, right here, I made the matrix. Then you can skip all that. And then you confirm that you're right with the matrix by looking at the number of a man or the number of the beast. Maybe I'm the beast. What is it? He who makes a beast of himself knows the pain of being a man?
We were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
I have that movie. But anyway. Yeah, what did we learn? What did we learn? Creation showed us the creation of the reckoner. After all that, they talk about a number of a man. And when you look at the divisors of the number of a man, half of the divisors of the number of a man, 3 out of 6 divisors, like 3 out of 6 pairs of divisors for 666. Maybe that's the 6 score, 6, 3 score, 6 or whatever, 3, half. Now the 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 6, 6, 6 part kind of seemed like a 1 by 1 by 1, a 2 by 2 by 2, and a 6 by 6 by 6. It kind of seems like an evolution. I don't know yet. But yeah, I mean, now here's wisdom. And they sung it as it were a new song before the throne, before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. And no man could learn that song. If this is a story and it's just a yarn, which is just a tale or a song. Jeez, guys. You learn this, you tell one person, they learn this, they tell one person, how long did that take? Okay. I used to want stuff for this, I don't want anything for this anymore. I want to get this out of my body and out of my brain and into your bodies and brains before I die. Now the reason I don't like to wear a mask is I don't find there's anything to live for. But why would I wear a mask? Oh, it's to help others. Because they deserve to be alive. You guys are living a lie. Your whole life is a lie. Huh. Hurts. I don't want to get into this because this is destroying a lot of people's ideologies. And they all have this belief. This belief in this. You pull out the truth from the belief in this. But no. No. People don't like the fact that I'm, whatever, fuck, I'm right, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they don't want to hear that I'm right. They don't want to hear any of it. They don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. That's what they say. I don't want to hear about it. No. I know that when I die, I'm going to heaven and Jesus. That's fucking messed up, guy. But, oh, you have faith that you'll be in front of the gates and God and bullshit, right? This is the only thing that exists. This is it. This is it. You can waste your time thinking about theoretical maybes and whatever and might happens, but I don't know. Let's look at definitions again. Armageddon, the place where the final battle will be fought between the forces of good and evil, probably so-called in reference to the battlefield of Megiddo. Oh, Revelation 16:16. You didn't get there yet. The last and completely destructive battle, any great and crucial conflict. This isn't a battle between people. Because at this point you should be smart enough to know that you shouldn't be battling your fellow man over an ideological way of thinking. Because we're all the same. Doesn't matter what you think. We're all the same. We're just a bunch of meat bags. We're all dumb. We're all a bunch of dumb meat bags. Doesn't matter where you live, you have a little petri dish, and that's where you live, and you live over here, and there's a bigger petri dish to put both petri dish. It's just a bunch of shells, guy. And invisible lines of division for control, used by people who govern the mental. And I've said this before, that if you are in a position of government and you are part of a secret society, anyone with a secret cannot be trusted. So we elect people that cannot be trusted to govern the mental. And you wonder why I'm upset. Wow. If you have a secret, you cannot be trusted. And if you cannot be trusted, you shouldn't be allowed to rule, guy. That's our fault. Apocalypse. Any of a class of Jewish or Christian writings that appeared from about 200 BC to AD 350 and were assumed to make revelations of the ultimate divine purpose, which is to make an earth within the earth, which is how you get wireless cellular energy. For all, for free. For free, for all. Elon Musk can't put a little lab together to make a bunch of devices that maybe spin, maybe find out how to work that all-important solenoid windings amongst all the poles and all the energy modules with one wire to connect them all, which follows pi or 1 of 7 or something. Yeah, I can't make one yet, but I'm pretty sure I know how. I just need to think about it more. It's really hard when it's all like, you know, that you can fail like a billion ways and you're the only one to think about it. It really sucks. A prophetic revelation, especially concerning a cataclysm in which the forces of good permanently triumph over the forces of evil. I guess once that battery, like once you start thinking like this, and you like, every one of these records is an example. That's what I found. I used to think that there were hard albums and easy albums. The further I go, I don't know, it's just words, man. It's just words. And why are those words are put together like that? I think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and any Hall of Fame is just for people that are hiding things in plain sight, that know the truth, that hide. They don't know it all, but they know of the truth. They know of the reckoner. They know what kind of level of Mason they are or something, of how to put it out, and that's what the Academy will vote on, who did it the best, who said the truth hidden in plain sight the best. That has to be it. There is no other standard that the Academy, other than like you know, if you sell a lot of albums, obviously you got the whatever, you got that fucking beat that the people want, so that's good or something. And if you sell a lot of records, you make a lot of money, and you make a lot of tax revenue for your country that you're from. You know, Elton John is a knight because of the tax money he gave England. Go look up how much he spent in taxes. Yeah, I fucking expect a knighthood from that. You know, David Bowie was offered to be a knight, but he turned it down. He said, I don't want none of that. You know, I'm not a knight. Knights aren't for me. David Bowie, Sir David Bowie, turned down knighthood. He turned it down. He's still Sir David Bowie guy. Davy Johnson. Any revelation or prophecy, apocalypse. Any universal or widespread destruction or disaster. Look around. So I had to like sit and think. I found 3 of the 6 divisors of 666 on top of the 1 of 7 to 13 of 110 to 21. You know, like the Earth is into hemispheres. So when you have the top of the heart and then the line, it's a 6 and a 91. It's like a circled 69, but that's like your northern and southern hemisphere. So I've always been thinking, where are the eastern and western hemispheres? There's a lot going on in the ripping apart of this. And it seems every time I put my pen to paper, I would come up with something like really revolutionarily new. Like no one has ever done that. No one has like out loud spoken that can confidently say what the gag is for the number of man and the number of beast in the Bible from almost 2,000 years ago. Not one person who is not in a secret society. So other than people who can't be trusted, I think I'm the first person to actually like vocalize this shit. I don't know. I don't see a lot of people going around making like revelations about the mark of the beast or the number of man or Genesis 1 anytime soon. Even that Revelation 16, I believe, is when the vials are cast. Okay? My middle name is John. I don't go by John. No one ever calls me John. Ever. Chapter before Revelation, It was John. No, Revelation is basically John's final boss in the video game. John is the one that just followed fucking Jesus around. Was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I think of him as like Hannibal from, not that Hannibal. The Hannibal Burgess. Because he's like a good sidekick. And I can see him sticking around just to see what's going to happen. You know, all this shit goes down, and he's like the last one. Stick around, see what happens. And it seems, even before I read it, because he goes through it, this whole apocalypse and Armageddon, there is this thing right in front of him, standing right in front of him. He's looking it down, and I think at the end, he doesn't come out ahead. That's how I think. Even though he followed, you know, Big JC around, I don't think it rubbed off on John. That's my hypothesis. Because if it did, maybe it'd be written a little different. However it is written, because I don't know. I surprised myself, man. The little claws on my TV because of the fly swatter, and I thought little demon arms, and I was like, little beasts, and I was like, looking at the flies going, little beasts. I'm like, they're not beasts, they're insects. And I was like, oh god, here we go. Like, yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, have to prove everyone on the planet wrong. One at a time. Ugh. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about what to do with my life. Where is the one place where I could go with this information to go talk about it that would probably get me somewhere? Think about it. The one job or occupation I could pursue or something. What is that? Is it called secular studies, or like go to religion school? But what are they going to teach me? Are they going to make me read the whole thing? Are they going to try to get me to follow whatever the fuck it is they have to say? Because that's not going to happen. It's like me going to the army and following like buttfuck sergeant to do whatever the fuck he says. I don't know about that guy. Move ahead. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look good. I don't want to go there. Move ahead. No, I don't want to. Everyone else moves, dies or something. No, just, fuck off. Don't tell me what to do. Or just do this the way I'm doing it for free. You know, like, I still can't believe that. I've been watching a lot of video game people. I don't know why I've been watching people play video games on YouTube, but I've been trying to find something to fill my time with, where they talk. So I've been watching, like, Escape from Tarkov videos with dudes on YouTube, and I'm like watching all the money they get for fucking being a man-child playing video games, and I'm like, this is the fucking world I live in. This is fucking batshit crazy. No one gives a fuck about the earth. No one gives a fuck about knowledge. No one gives a fuck about wisdom. No one gives a fuck about learning. No one gives a fuck about math. You guys are more scared of math than you are of the fucking apocalypse. Huh. And that isn't even the whole reckoning. It goes down. I remember it went down. I remember at the beginning, in the Fibonacci rule, there will actually be 144, and it'll be right above the X. There's an X underneath, like about like between instead it stops at row 9, obviously, but from 10 to 17, if you put 10 to 17 like other rows in, it'll make an X, and then right on top of the X is 144, and then you start making bubbles. It's like a trapped 144. 144, maybe bubble, 144,000. The trapped 144,000. I already have that. Like, it's just been a while. The whole Bible, man, everything is like basically, I think, a blueprint of that. And it's just like, if you were to study something, like, I'm not gonna like study another example of this. I'd go to the source. You got to study the source, and when you understand the source, this is when people's minds should change and their perceptions should change about religion, and stop giving them your money. Take down the Pope. He talks to God. Go fuck yourself. Holy fuck, I should be the Pope. How do I become Pope Kevin the First? I can change my name, right? What would I be? I'd be Pope Trogdor the First. burning all the cottages and all the peasants, burning all the people.